Hey, yo, welcome back to This Is Not a Podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. Another day, another J. Cole video. This one's not about a verse, though. I'm going to try to keep this one short, too. I know I got the tendency to go a little long. I'm going to try to be short and to the point with this one. And y'all know, if y'all been on this channel, y'all know that I don't like waiting to the end of a video to answer the question that I pose in the headline. So I'm going to get right to it. Why did J. Cole, She Knows, get taken off of YouTube, right? It's not because of Jay-Z. It's not because of Roc Nation. As some of these media accounts and pseudo journalists and conspiracy theorists, you know, they want you to believe that, right? And it's all for engagement. It's not because someone's trying to cover up the deaths of Aaliyah and Left Eye and Michael Jackson. We're going to get to that BS in a second. I'm going to tell you the real reason. It's because there's an expiring agreement between YouTube and CSAC. And the fact that they can't come up with a new agreement, all right? Now, it's not too different from when Universal took their music off of TikTok, right? There's an agreement to have the Universal music on TikTok, and they couldn't come with an agreement in time before the existing agreement expired. Universal pulls the music off. Same thing here with YouTube and CSAC, and I'll explain what CSAC is in a minute, all right? And it isn't just J. Cole. It's not just She Knows. Love Yours is also affected, right? And it actually affects a bunch of other artists. So it's not this thing that is just directed at J. Cole. I mean, Adele is affected, Burna Boy is affected, Green Day, Bob Dylan. So J. Cole's manager and Dreamville president, Ibrahim, he addressed it on Twitter. A user added him and told him to tell Hov to stop tripping, right? Because this is all going starts on TikTok, spreads to Twitter. It's this conspiracy theory that Hov and Roc Nation had the video taken down. So now people are hitting up Dreamville, hitting up Eve, tell Hov to stop tripping. So this is Eve's response. He said, "That ain't got nothing to do with Hov. CSAC and YouTube couldn't agree on the deal, and CSAC related songs, and all CSAC related songs are pulled down on YouTube in the US. And the She Knows sample is a CSAC writer. It's a lot of songs that's been taken down. Let's hope it's back up soon, though." So what's CSAC? I'll explain real quick. It's a performance rights organization, or what's commonly referred to as a PRO. You know, if you're into music, you definitely heard of BMI, heard of ASCAP. Those are the two big PRO companies. CSAC is another company that does the same thing. What they do is they collect royalties and help to protect the rights of songwriters and music publishers. So more so than it's strictly for songwriters, right? But we know some artists like J. Cole write their own lyrics. So J. Cole's an artist and a songwriter. Rihanna's an artist, but doesn't necessarily write her music in the same way. She may write a little bit of it or get a little bit of writing credit, but it has everything to do with who gets writing credit, who is credited as a songwriter. And the music songwriters are generally the people who write the lyrics, and producers can be songwriters as well because they write the music portion of the song. If you sample a record, let's say you sample, for example, Blow for Blow, the new T Grizzlies song with J. Cole, right? Nile Rodgers is credited as a writer on that song and so is Mason Betha, because on the hook, J. Cole uses Mason's line from More Money, More Problems. Who's hot, who not? So it's an interpolation, but it's kind of a sample. So on the Blow for Blow song, Mace gets a writing credit, but so does Nile Rodgers, because Nile Rodgers produced the original Diana Ross song, I'm Coming Out, that More Money, More Problems sample. So if you sample a sample or interpolate a sample, all of that carries over. Whoever, even the sample can have a writing credit, and it just carries over to the new song. So, songwriters are generally people who write lyrics, and producers can be songwriters as well. If there's an interpolation or a sample in your new current song, the writers of the former song, of the older song, gets writing credits on your new song as well. Usually that's negotiated. So in the statement issued to Variety.com, YouTube said, "We have held good faith negotiations with CSAC to renew our existing deal. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts, we are unable to reach an equitable agreement before its expiration. We take copyright very seriously, and as a result, content represented by CSAC is no longer available on YouTube in the US. We are in active conversations with CSAC and are hoping to reach a new deal as soon as possible." All right. So now it's time to address the bullshit. And you know me, you know I'm always going to push that we got to tell the truth on these platforms, that we have a responsibility. Whether you come from, a publisher, again, my past, I worked at MTV, I worked at XXL, I currently work at Genius. These are kind of big organizations, and as a company, they have a responsibility. But more so than that, even when I'm doing this now independently by myself, just because I'm speaking on behalf of the culture and the music, I have a responsibility. And I feel like anybody who fancies themselves a journalist, anybody who fancies themselves an outlet, so that means, what's that? My mixtapes, academics, the academics TV, Pop Crave, there's a whole bunch of them. Anybody who fancies themselves a journalist, plays in that lane, like, you owe it. You have a responsibility to people to tell the truth, all right? So this is where this came from, if y'all didn't know that, and I'll play the video, but I'm not going to play the sound. There was a TikTok account that posted a video which posted pictures of a supposed July 4th Diddy party where Aaliyah was in attendance. J-Lo was there. They were all laying in this bed, right? One thing about this pic is they weren't in an actual bedroom bed. In the 2000s, there were a bunch of clubs that had actual beds in them. There was a club called Bed, a club called Duvet. These still exist. There's still clubs out there with beds in them. So, yes, I know the freak off thing is real, but that picture with J-Lo and Aaliyah and Diddy and a bunch of people in the bed wasn't actually in the bedroom, wasn't actually from a freak off. That was in the club. So anyway, they took that picture and then they tried to tie that pic to the fact that, that was a 4th of July party, and then Diddy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z's birthdays all land on the 4th. I think Diddy is November 4th. I think, Beyonce is September 4th. Jay-Z is December 4th. So they do the 444 thing, and then the fact that Aaliyah passed away on the 25th, Left Eye passed away on the 25th, and Michael Jackson passed away on the 25th. And then they try to tie it to some Jay-Z, Puff, Beyonce conspiracy around Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Michael Jackson's death. And then the user used J. Cole's She Knows to soundtrack the video, but they time it up with towards the end of the song when Cole is like, rest in peace to Aaliyah, rest in peace to Left Eye, Michael Jackson, I'll see you just as soon as I die. So this is the narrative, right? And then She Knows, and She Knows part makes it all like conspiratorial and shit, and then Jay-Z has a problem with this and Roc Nation takes it down, and that's the conspiracy, right? Like this academics TV account, which isn't run by ACT but still bears his name, right? Posted that Roc had this taken down, reportedly had it taken down or something like that. The reportedly or the allegedly saves you. Like, nah, that doesn't save you from doing the actual work. It's getting dangerous out here. The amount of misinformation, the way these people will spread misinformation without doing an ounce of research, or even, because sometimes it could just be, oh, I didn't do the research, I believe this, and they'll post it. But there's also other times when these accounts, these media people, these personalities, when they purposely mislead you for engagement, to get you outraged, because the lie is more entertaining than the truth. You ever heard that saying? Like, the lies, it's more entertaining to believe that Jay-Z, Diddy, Beyonce had something to do with the death of Aaliyah, Left Eye, and Michael Jackson, and there's some conspiracy that's about to unfold now that Diddy's arrested for the freak-offs, and J. Cole knew it all along, and that's why he put this in this song, but now Jay-Z wants this song taken off of YouTube. Like, the shit don't make no sense, man. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. So there's people purposely misleading you because the engagement of that drama, of that thing, is worth more than the actual truth that it's CSAC. It's YouTube going through a contract negotiation. Don't fall for the bullshit, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like I said, I wanted to keep this short, but let me know what you think in the comments. I'm here for y'all, all right? Peace.